Hey everyone, I'm going to show you the progress I make at my mom's garden. So I did not get the original garden. It was just basically flat grown in weeds, okay? And what I've done is I've taken cardboard, laid it flat, straight over the weeds, and I've added layers of organic material, alright? You've got those leaves over there. I'm going to be adding some straw as well. And I just layered that and dirt together. There's the old compost heap. And then I'm just going to basically plant straight into the dirt. We'll see how it goes. Alright, bye. Hey guys, just a little bit of progress update. Here I have placed cardboard and straight over the grass and weeds. And I'm going to water this and then lay down a layer of leaves, straw, whatever I can get, and then put dirt on top of that. Hopefully a pretty thick layer. That'll be enough to plant. Alright. So now I added a thin layer of rich, dark compost, vermicompost, on top of the straw after I watered it. You can see the color difference between the clay and the compost. This is going to inoculate the straw. All these microorganisms are going to seep down in and basically turn that straw into this rich organic humus. So then I'm going to add a layer of the clay dirt on top of this, and we'll see how it goes. So here is where I'm at. Piled on dirt to those other mounds here, so you can see from longitudinal. I'm going to have 2 rows going straight down all the way. 2 huge rows. There was a path here and a path in here. So one of the benefits of doing this is you've got a row that's wide enough to plant and narrow enough that you can reach from both sides. So as you can see, it's about 3 feet, 4 feet. This one's going to be about 2 feet. And this is the first year that my mom has this fence here, so it's going to provide a lot of shade here. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I've been gardening all throughout high school in this very area and had some serious issues with drought. Here, of course, I did not garden in the same manner that I'm gardening now, and so I think it's going to really tremendously help to retain the moisture and build up the soil. But the shade may adversely affect some of the crops, and it may actually be a buffer to the intense sunlight that we experience in Colorado. So I'm looking forward to finding out which of the 2 options it is going to be contributing to their garden. And I may do the shade-loving plants closer to the fence and then the sun-loving plants on the outside. We'll see. So here is an update, and you can see kind of where I'm going with this. Kind of the same concept as my other garden, my circular garden that I did. But sheet mulching over there, here's my path, and then I'm eventually going to mulch the whole thing with straw just to retain the moisture and all that stuff. So there you have it. Making progress. This is hard work, but it's satisfying. There you go. So I'm done with all the dirty work. Check it out. The manual labor aspect is finished. And with this type of gardening, it's finished indefinitely. It's a one-time investment of my kinesthetic energy. So here you have it. I'm going to be mulching these beds and obviously planting them. And we're going to see how it goes. I want to put some soaker hoses and wind them, kind of like that. And that way, because you don't want water coming into contact with foliage. And we'll see if my mom does that. This was basically free for her, so I bought some tomato plants. She's going to reimburse me for those, but about 2 days worth of work, so I think it's a pretty good deal. Plus, I told her that one of the conditions of me doing this is that she needs to save all the seeds that I plant here, the seeds of the fruits, so that I can save them and get some seeds saved up that are acclimated to the Colorado weather and environment. So let's see this side. there you have it. That one's a little unsightly right there. The sorrel just kind of drops off, but it'll grow back. Signing off. Alright, so finished product, last shot. Here you go. I mulched everything. A couple reasons why mulching is so important is because not only does it retain the moisture, but it creates a ground cover under which the insects and microbes can take refuge from the sun, and they're what is going to be transforming the soil into something that's more manageable, as opposed to the clay that is basically turned into adobe. If exposed to the sun, it cracks, it's like as hard as a brick, and your plants have a really difficult time maneuvering their roots through the soil. This, however, is going to keep it nice and malleable, and the roots are going to easily go through. If you get any weeds, it's going to keep weeds out of the way. If I do get weeds, I'll just be able to just pull them right out, and they're not going to really develop that type of taproot system because I've got the sheet mulch on the bottom. So all around, it's just a good thing to do. I've had some people talk to me about nitrogen and how it basically takes away from the nitrogen in the soil. Yeah, it does a little bit of that at the surface, not at the root level, and it's also going to provide a habitat for the microbes that are going to provide your plants with the nitrogen that they need. So it's really minimal how it affects that, and I definitely think that the benefits outweigh any of the negative aspects of it. So here we go, ready to plant. Good stuff.